my name is Equia and welcome to my How to Look Better tag video. So I seen this video. The tag is kind of late, but I seen it. I was inspired by it and I decided, nope, get up right now and do your own version of it. So it was started by Shannon Says, who has a YouTube channel also, and I came across the video on Shameless Maya's Facebook page. She posted the video and then did her version of how to look better in 2015. And really the video is a play on words, how to look better. It's not just essentially talking about the outside and what you can do to the outside to look better, even though that's a part of it, but also things that you can do in general to just live a better life and be a better person for this year, for 2015. So Shameless Maya did her video, and then she tagged Bronze Goddess 01, which is another favorite YouTuber of mine. And so I'll put all those videos down in the comments below. If you haven't seen them already, you should definitely see them. They're also very inspiring. And so I just decided, you know what, this is the kind of stuff I love, so I'm going to go ahead and do my own version of it. So let's just get right into it. So for me, the first thing you can do to look better this year in 2015 is start off getting your mind right? Your mind. For me, your mind is so important. It controls your whole body. It controls how you think, how you look, the decisions you make, all of your senses. For me, the mind is just one of the most powerful things, if not the most powerful thing in your body. So much life and death happens right here in our minds, right? How we think about things, whether we think we can or we can't, what decisions we make, all has a huge effect on our lives, and it all starts in your mind. And one of the things that I started doing to help with that for me is I started my Motivational Monday series. Shameless plug, I know, but seriously, on my YouTube channel here, I have a series where every Monday I come with a motivational quote to get you through the week. And so I started those really to get my mindset into a positive way of thinking, because I was going through a lot of things and I thought, you got to change how you look at things and start changing some things in your life. And so God is so good, because when I started the series, I had no idea how much it really helped me and changed my life. And I lost my father last year in November of 2014. And I'm telling you, if it wasn't for me getting my mind set and regulated and starting to get trained, because you really do have to train your mind and think positive. If it wasn't for me doing those series of videos and finding the quotes and looking at the quotes, I really don't know how I would have gotten through this. January 20th was my dad's birthday, and it was the first time ever that I've experienced him not being here, and it was tough. It really was. And besides the fact that, we all love him so much and miss him so much, and what a great person and presence, he was, it'll forever be missed. But what helped me get through it is, instead of channeling and thinking about my loss and how much I missed him, was to think about him and how many things that he was suffering when he was here, because he was in poor health and he was really, really, really suffering. And his body was suffering, his mind was suffering, and he just really was not happy. And I think about his transition and all the things that he gained. It's very hard for me to feel sorry for myself when I think about, in terms of him, even though I'm going to miss him, I'll forever miss him, what he gained by transitioning, a new body, a new mind, a new spirit. He's in heaven looking down now. There's no better place to be. And so for me, that really helped me to, that training of the mind and thinking positive really helped me to stop looking at, okay, Koya, how much you miss him, but what really has he gained from transitioning? So, and going on to the next life. So I really encourage you, whether it's like me, you start a motivational series or read a motivational quote, or, just prayer. For me, prayer helps. I read my Bible, whatever it is for you. I would definitely tell you that this year you really want to invest in starting to get your mind in a better state, because it controls everything. And so you really, really are a prisoner of, whatever your thoughts are. So I just want to encourage you to start off with your mind. Get your mind, invest in that, invest in your spirit, invest in your mind. And then after you've invested in your mind, then down to your body, right? Because our mind controls our body. So one thing that I also learned from that experience with my dad's health is how important it is to take care of yourself, and how important it is to take care of your body. This is it. You only get this one body, and the Bible says your body is a temple, and I believe that. Whether you do or not, I don't know, but I truly believe that you only get one. And if you don't have your health, you don't have a lot. And that I know for sure. Once my dad started getting sick, I really realized the importance of the things that you eat and the things that you put into your body. And I know for me, I travel for a living and it's no excuse, but I really ate crappy because, I was just basically excuses and just being lazy and not really taking the time out to dedicate to helping myself make sure that I'm eating a healthy diet and a healthy regimen. But after that, I'm not kidding you, I have really learned it's important what you put into your body. I know as you age, I've already experienced the transition of your body. I was the type of person where I could eat whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, and I've learned I can't do that now. And no offense to anybody else, but I am the biggest that I have ever been for myself, and I'm not happy with my weight, and I'm not a person to complain. You got to do something about it. And so one of the things I've learned to do, and I encourage you to do too, is start eating healthy and incorporating healthy things in your diet. I know for me, I'm not a big breakfast person, and then when I would eat breakfast, it was crappy, junky cereal, so I'm doing better with that and eating cereals with more bran and more fiber, adding that to my diet and taking the time to really prepare meals instead of just going out and getting something quick and grabbing something. So I encourage you to really invest in your body. It is your temple, and the better you take care of it, the better off you will be. The next thing I want to you should invest in 2015 to help you look better is your finances, right? The average American lives paycheck to paycheck, and that's not a good thing, we know. And inflation being up so high, middle class, unfortunately, is getting poorer and poorer. And in some places, I feel it's getting either you're wealthy or you're poor. The middle class is slowly being cut out. And so it's so important, with tax season coming up, I know everybody's excited, and don't get me wrong, I'm a big consumer too. Believe me, I can shop with the best of them. I got a shoe collection to prove it, but I've really learned how important it is to not just invest in material things, but to invest in assets and learning what are assets and what are liabilities. I really took the time to educate myself. I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I read books by Warren Buffett, Donald Trump, Susie Orman. I think we should teach in high school the importance of a FICO score. We talk about SATs and ACT, and that's important, but your FICO score follows you for your whole life, right? Teaching us about credit and getting credit and, getting out of debt and the importance of your credit score and balancing a budget. Like I said, I taught myself a lot of those things. I didn't know any of those things. I educated myself by reading a lot of books. And so, I started reading, like I said, books before, magazines about finance, and I would encourage you to do the same. Learn not only how to invest your money, but you have to make your money work for you and how to make your money grow. So whether it's something as simple this year as putting $20 a paycheck up, or, taking your tax refund and instead of going tearing down the mall, pay off a bill, get yourself out of debt for something. So I encourage you in 2015 to get on a budget, get on a balanced budget, get out of debt, pay off those credit cards. Once you start writing down, like I started writing down how much I was spending and writing my budget down, it is amazing when you see how much money is being wasted on certain things that you don't need, and learning the importance and the difference between what a want is and what a need is, right? Because I've learned a lot of stuff I thought I needed. Girl, those was wants. So, learning those differences can make a huge difference in your life. And like I said, finances is a huge, huge, huge part of people being stressed out. I think it's the number one reason for divorces. And Americans as a whole, we're not a society that saves. We're so consumer driven. So learning what to do with your money is important. Like I said, just believe me. Teach yourself, read about it, invest and learn, especially in the African American community. We are huge consumers. Learn how to invest your money. The next thing that I think can help you look better in 2015 is charity. Oh my gosh. I'm so blessed to have parents that taught me and my sister the importance of giving back and believed in giving back. My parents fostered children when I was growing up when me and my sister were teenagers, excuse me. And so I also was able, thank God my husband allowed me to foster children. And it was a great experience. I learned a lot about myself. Even though I was doing something that was selfless, I learned so much about myself. And, you know, maybe you can't be a foster parent, but you can always donate your time. There's all kinds of organizations out there. Find a cause, find something you believe in. There's so many things out there. You would be surprised at how many things are out there that you can do to help somebody else, to give to somebody else, and to do something selfless. And you don't have to wait for the holidays to do it. You can start right now, whether it's buying from a company that invests in the community, or just going to your neighbor's house and cooking, bringing them dinner. You know, just simple things. But I can't tell you how, when you give, what that does for your soul and what that does for you as a person. And not only that, but what it does for the person that you help and who you gave to. I mean, because my parents gave and were foster parents, it made me want to do the same thing when I became an adult. So those little seeds, you know, they're really, 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 really important to invest in somebody else or something bigger than yourself. It is why we're all here, to do some type of service to one another. So I encourage you to, you know, maybe start local or start small, whether it's at school, whether it's at church, whether it's just, you know, with a friend or a family member, but start small. And I'm telling you, once you start, you will be addicted. So, you know, I'm definitely preaching to the choir, because I do want to do this myself and get more involved in some charitable things this year. So put it down below, whatever charitable thing you're going to do. And I'll try to keep you guys with and in line with what I'm trying to do that's charitable as well. And so the last thing I want to say to do in 2015 to help you look better is travel. And I travel for a living, and it's such a blessing. And it takes a lot of money to travel, and so you don't have to start big. You don't have to plan a trip to Paris next week. But I will tell you to start small, and start, whether it's getting on a bus, whether it's getting on a train, whether it's just getting in your car and driving. I live here in Northern California, and it is shocking to me how many people here in Northern California have never even been down to Southern California. And we're so different. Even though we're all Cali, we're all different. And so traveling really, 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 really adds to the fingerprint of your soul. It is such a learning experience. I mean, we are so diverse just here within the United States. I mean, my friends in New York talk, eat, dress different than I do here in California. You know, my family down in the South eat and talk and wear different things, listen to different music than we do here. And when you travel and you see that and you experience it, it's so addictive. I can't tell you, you know, how much it brings to your life, how much knowledge. And it also helps you to realize that you're just a small, small piece of this huge, huge puzzle. So I really want to encourage you to travel. Get out there and travel, whether it's just, you know, to the next city in your state. You know, go to a different city. But get out there and start seeing this world and seeing what's going on around you. I promise you it'll affect and change how you move. So those are my 5 things of how you can look better in 2015. I hope they helped you. Like I said, I'm going to put the other videos by Shannon Says, Shameless Maya, and Bronze Goddess 01 down in the comments. If you're making this video and doing this tag, please comment below. I would love to watch your video as well. As always, remember, thanks for watching. Keep God first and create your own opportunities. Just I'm just gonna let Madison have her time.